Hi and welcome to another pick a card reading. So in order to pick your reading, if you're not already familiar with this, we have 3 readings set out here. So 1, 2 and group 3. So in order to pick your reading, just take a deep breath, clear your mind, center yourself, drop into your heart center, and just let your intuition guide you into whichever pile that you are most drawn to. I will link down below in the comments section a timestamp so you can go to that reading easily. And please don't forget to subscribe or give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Enjoy your reading. Hi and welcome to all those that chose group number 1. So I hope your reading resonates for you. We start off here, so to looking from where you've come from, the past, we've got kicking off your reading is the Judgment card, which speaks about, here we can see in this deck as well, discernment. So it's about making the right decision, not always the easiest decision, and making decisions that have your best interests at heart. So potentially it could be walking away from a situation or someone that isn't meeting your needs and isn't offering you enough. The buffalo here in this card represents abundance, and it's about that path, that step towards abundance and fulfillment, having everything that we need and desire being fulfilled, and making those choices. You know, every choice that we make every day on a small scale can really lead us on our path, you know, all build towards where we're actually going on that path. So that's what this card is speaking to me about your situation here. So you made the right decision, but maybe not the easiest, and had to let go of some things that were no longer serving you, because we've got the Ace of Stones next to this as well, which is about the stones represents the physical world, the material, the practical side of life. So it could be a living situation that wasn't suiting you, or financial, maybe between you and another, that you were putting in more work than them or contributing more, for example. And this really, in this reading, this has a sense of kind of a lot of hard work, a lot of graft being put in, trying to reach that goal, but you haven't, it feels out of reach. The pleasure and the joy of your hard work, it hasn't quite paid off, and it's just felt kind of like the grind, you know, on the grindstone really. But there's a real shift of energy here of the present, which we've got the 8 of Bowls. So this is someone being viewed, so you being viewed in a very loving, idealized way really. There's a union, a dream union here of everything being fulfilled, looking out onto the horizon together on your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Everything feels possible. So how I see these connecting so far is that maybe someone in the past has seen you acting out of maybe making some harsh decisions. In their hearts they know that it was the right ones, but it was maybe not received very well at the time. But now maybe if you're in separation at this point, they're remembering the good times, and a shift away from the physical and the material world, and a more shift back into the heart center. So maybe if lots of conversations seemed about, you know, about money and the practicalities, now in your absence, I'm sensing that they're feeling the fond memories, the good feelings that you brought them, and really missing that union, missing that partnership. With the 9 of Arrows being next to it here, though, there is still so much unknown. Maybe you and this person, you know, neither of you seem to know the future of what direction yet that you want to go in. I have a sense that this person wants to try again, to move forward, but it is the sentence "a shot in the dark comes to mind. So there is this energy is encapsulated by feelings of love, but there feels so much uncertainty and unknown, and they still haven't really got a clear idea or a clear path of how they're going to make this happen. All that they know is that they feel that they want it to happen, but with it being next to the 9 of Arrows here, they don't know how that's going to happen. So they may come towards you with just a verbal explanation of how they're feeling about you and their thoughts and feelings, but with no yet practical solution and backup. So again, that could, with this coming from the past here, if that's been some issues between you, maybe they didn't step up in the past. Still in the present at the moment, I don't feel like that they've got that sorted or a clear path yet. Certainly their emotions are clear, but on a practical material side, they still don't feel very certain. Looking to the future though, we have the Ace of Pipes, which is, this is about striking out with new ideas and moving forward. So being innovative, being creative. So maybe at this point they will come forward to you with a suggestion, with more suggestions, to see how that flies with you. I feel like to see how you respond to that, because we've got the High Priestess, which I believe is your energy coming in here, and they still see you very much as the one, the seeker here. So they are seeking you out, and this, you know, depiction here of a really beautiful woman with mystery, intrigue, viewed in a very special, positive way. And with the Ace of Pipes here, this energy is fire energy. So that's about inspiration, creativity, sexuality, but it is still very new. So with it being an ace, that's the beginning. Again, nothing seems to have been set in stone, and it's really, if you have to ask yourself that question of, is that enough? So I see them reaching out to you with a little bit more than what's going on here. This is just feelings. This is an actual idea, but it's nothing that's set in stone. But, you know, see what that idea is. You know, if it does inspire you, if it does fill you with hope, and there is some promise that you feel like's in it, then obviously that's your decision to make, to go from there. I'm just going to pull one more card now, just to one final message for you from Spirit. I don't read reversals, so I'm just going to turn that round and say the Chariot here. So this situation, the Chariot, that's all about moving forward. So if it's inevitable, and it feels that time frame wise, that it won't be long until things do, if you've had a period of not knowing, of stagnation, of stillness, this Chariot energy is just full force going forward. So that could be you deciding finally that you've had enough and that this person isn't going to offer you enough, or if this idea, this inspiration, this new thought process or idea, like I say, is enough, then you will again can move forward together, and at a fast pace. The Chariot is charging forward into the future and is quite an unstoppable force. So you, alone or with this person, it will be moving forward. So that can bring you some peace of mind as well if you had felt a period of stagnation. But know that you are viewed in a very positive light by this person as their person. They still view you like that. But the question seems to be lingering still, if what they will be bringing to the table is going to be enough for you. Okay, thank you for being here. Hi, and welcome to all those that chose group number 2. So starting off with your reading here, we have the Totem of Arrows, or the Coyote card in this deck. Now this can represent some trickster energy, so some misleading information. It can even speak about people lying and mistruths. So this is the past. This is where you're coming from with your situation of you and this person. So maybe some, literally like the card says, like some lies may have been spoken, some information, some hidden information, you weren't able to see the whole truth. Now it is coupled here with the Chariot or the Warrior here, and that really is about moving forward. So I would say with that them being side by side together, but because of this person, this could represent you or it could be the other person, because of their actions, because of this negative energy really that this person is bringing forward, it is propel the situation. So for you maybe to move on to the Warrior is a very strong person, they're driven, they don't really they're not going to hang around and put up with people's nonsense really. So it looks like that because of this, that's been a catalyst, and that you or them, they have moved on pretty quickly and pretty stridently, and being like, see you later. They have got their back turned to this person as well. Lessons were always learnt though when this Totem of Arrows, the Coyote card, appears. So difficult lessons, but quite can change you as a person going through dealing with someone like this. But I can see clearly here it feels like someone has definitely moved forward pretty quickly in that situation without looking back. But here, bringing to the present, the Three of Pipes. This is looking to the future and has more of a dreamlike quality to this card. So our dreams are directions of where we want to go start in a small seed of a feeling, of a dream, of a fantasy in a way. That's where everyone's idea of where they want to go, it begins obviously in that kind of energy, in this dream-like quality energy that we see here, looking out onto the future. And at the minute I feel like it really isn't clear. There is nothing on the horizon in this card. It is a clear landscape. There isn't anyone, there isn't anything. Maybe you're feeling that, maybe your person is feeling that as well. Kind of that feeling of where to next. I really am maybe feeling a little lost within that. Someone or something has shot off very clearly, and then suddenly the energy is shifted, and once that the dust has settled, so from charging forward, the dust has settled, doubts can creep in, reality sets in, and it's never that simple, it's never that straightforward just to be bam bam bam, we're going forward and then the next thing appears. There is periods in our lives, often and always, you have to make in big decisions where doubts will creep in, and the future seems and feels uncertain maybe at the moment. But next to this, the Three of Pipes, there is healing taking place, important healing. This is a major arcana, so this is traditionally this is the card of strength. So it's taking strength to get through this time, some of the inner strength that you were building. Again, linking back to these lessons, these difficult lessons that are learned when we come into contact with this energy, that trickster energy, because it really demands of us to trust ourselves, to trust our intuition. What you know and believe to be true happened in that situation. To really get in touch with that truth and distill down to what you believe, because this energy is often gaslighting energy, so people misleading you, telling you things that you know to be true, but point blank telling you, no, that isn't what happened, that isn't the reality, disregarding your feelings. So at the moment, there is some important healing taking place in this period of stillness. It feels like there's kind of like it's time to take a breath, and no, you don't know the future. There is uncertainty, but there is also important healing taking place now. So don't just see what this stillness is something negative. It is something important that needs to take place on this journey. So sink into that, lean into that energy, because soon enough, look into the future here, we've got the Magician, another major arcana. So the Magician is the master of manifestation, so about manifesting what you do want, and all the tools are laid out before the Magician. They are capable of whatever they put their mind to. So after this pause, whatever it may be the direction that you want to go in, you can draw on the resources that are around you as well. So friends, family, colleagues, that inner strength that you've gained from this place of healing. You are able to manifest exactly what you want. Again, though, you are on your own here at this time. I'm not seeing a reappearance of this person in any of the cards. So I feel like maybe this clean break, it looks like that will continue, that clean break, with the Magician appearing here. I feel like though it will be your choice. So if you free will, if you did want to go back to that kind of energy, you're in a position to manifest whatever that you want. But it doesn't look like you are looking back. The Magician is a very positive card, so it looks like you'd be wanting to move forward as opposed to revisit the past. Exemplar of Stones here, so this is about receiving news as well. So you may hear from this person further down in the future, but the kind of energy that I'm getting from you is that you really are kind of over it, not wanting to revisit the past, which you now see it as the past. This person knows their worth, Exemplar of Stones, so that's about the material, physical world. It's about being very much in touch with reality. You've this maybe whole thing has been a bit of a reality check and really threw you for a loop. But this person has wisdom. They have everything they need on their own, so they're comfortable, they're self-sufficient, and they have gained wisdom. So maybe through going through what you've experienced, you've gained some knowledge that you didn't have before, and that's going to really instruct where you go in the future. But with this, I do also feel with this card that some news or information will be coming through to you. So maybe some missing information that you didn't have before. This is going to bring further clarity. So maybe something that you couldn't make sense of when you receive this news, you'll go, okay, that's now makes sense to me, what happened and what went on, and because of that, you know, I will go forward A, B or C, whichever way. But it's a really positive, self-sufficient, independent energy that we end on here from that. I'm just going to pull one more card for one final message for you. So we've got another major arcana. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas that have turned up in this reading. So this is a significant shift, whatever you're going through now. This is whatever you're experiencing. It's a big change. It's a big insight from it. Temperance card is about patience. It's about regaining balance. So I feel like that's the final message, that's the focus is to stay focused really on yourself. I only see this person appearing at the very beginning of the reading here, but they don't appear again. This is all very much your energy, this breaking forward, you know, breaking away with the warrior here, and then the healing card, manifestational, personal power energy all the way through the reading here. And then this temperance card crowning it here is, again, it's about inner peace, it's about patience, so not making any rash decisions, and refinding your equilibrium. I really feel like that this person's really threw you through a loop, threw you off, made you question yourself. And it's about finding that balance and that center again. I'm just going to pull one more card on their energy, just to see a bit more energy, if you'd like more insight on, you know, on where they're at, because it's very silent on their part. The Sun card here. So I feel like this is you again, and this is really about very clear message from Spirit that the Sun obviously is the happiest card in the deck. It's about your happiness. You know, it's not much more complicated than that. It's about going forward and doing what is going to make you happy. And the Sun is about pushing outwards, it's about pushing forward, whether it very much in sync with this Chariot card, about this forward movement, this decision. So I feel like it's a reassuring card of saying, just keep the focus on you. This energy, you know, is not good for you. And the message is to just keep moving forward on the path that you have, and don't look back. Okay, I hope this reading resonated for you. Thank you very much for being here. Hi, and welcome to all those that chose group number 3. So starting off with your reading, we have the Hanged Man, or in this deck, the Vision card. So traditionally, this is about, the Hanged Man is about being in a state of suspension, potentially not knowing where you stand. It can bring up feelings of insecurity. So this is the energy when looking to the past between you and this person that I'm getting. But within this, I feel like that there's this very strong connection about that you saw each other very clearly in this connection with each other, that There's something about being seen by someone that is extremely powerful. It enables us to see ourselves really, and to feel beautiful, to feel valued. It just feels a very powerful energy that this person brought to you, and that they felt maybe as well too, that you mirrored each other's energy. Maybe you had a lot of similarities. There is soulmate, twin flame energy with this card. But often when this appears, and the energy that I'm getting from it is that it's not what is happening in reality, that doesn't always back up. So it can be that this person makes you feel amazing, but the relationship maybe potentially doesn't have much of a future. Maybe this person, you know, isn't financially solvent, isn't pulling their weight. It doesn't feel equal in the here and now, in the material world. So that's just the messages and energy that I'm getting from that, because next to it, coupled, is we've got the coyote, so totem of arrows, and this is this card, I always see this is like a trickster energy. So if someone's not telling you the whole truth of a situation, the whole truth about their situation, so they're keeping you in the dark in some way, which I feel like that you already know about this. So this is the past, so this is something that has come out, or that you realise that even if you didn't get the whole picture, you knew that it became apparent that there was missing information, and this didn't sit well with you. It can even go as far as, this can be gaslighting energy, someone telling you no, that what you're feeling isn't valid, and you're saying this doesn't sit right with me, and they're saying, they don't validate that, they say, oh, you've been crazy, whatever, that kind of energy. So it's a potent combination, these two. Lots of emotions, lots of feelings involved, but then issues in the reality, of this situation. Someone can make you feel amazing, but that doesn't mean that it's going to work out necessarily between you. Moving on to the present here, this shifts into, we've got 10 of pipes and 10 of stones, so 2 10s here. And 10s represent completing a cycle, getting to the end of a difficult journey. So 10 of pipes, creative projects, inspiration, but it can be that you feel like a little bit burnt out. This feels more that you've had to focus on yourself. Maybe this situation is just hanging there, is just sitting there unresolved at the moment. But it looks like you've shifted your energy, at least for now, which is a great thing to do, back onto yourself. So the 10 of stones is about work. Can be about a living situation, or but it's about being successful in your career. It's about 10 of stones is really what a lot of people say, holding their mind of the ideal, the marriage, the kids, the job, being solvent, being stable, security. So I just see whatever that means to you, I feel like that's where you've put your energy, and you are being successful in that area of your life. So maybe you've shifted your energy into your career, into what you can control. So if this person has taken your energy away, maybe took you away from your path, feels like you're getting back on track. Or if you're not doing that, then the cards are advising you to do that. Creative projects as well with the 10 of pipes, and it's very encouraging, saying that that those goals that you've been working towards, that you're very close to fulfilling them and closing out certain cycles, certain deals, projects, whatever it may be, that they're coming to an end, that take a lot of energy, you may be feeling tired, etc. But you've done the right thing by focusing, shifting the focus back on to yourself and those things that you can control. Because moving on to the future here, we've got the Apprentice of Pipes, which I think then is almost like reconnecting back to this past energy of this person. That it doesn't look like there is much movement with that. I don't feel like that this person is their energy is not shifting. The energy between you two is not shifting, and you are having to just hold your water. So if you've said your piece, if you've communicated to this person what you need and what you want, and you feel like you've done everything that you can, don't keep repeating that, but be still. Put the ball is in their court. Leave it to them now. This is difficult, this is challenging, because we want to make things happen, make change happen, even end things, just so we know that because we can't bear to feel a situation that is unknown. We don't know the outcome, we don't know all the information. So this really card is saying to me, don't make any rash decisions, don't make any movement at all when it comes to this person. Like this yoga pose, this difficult pose here, hold it, that energy, that stillness, breathe through that, this time, hold the situation. And this final card here, so it's really just reiterating this card of that stillness that you need to have now in order to bring a decision forward from this person. It's really about putting the ball back into their court and not encouraging them to make the movement. In the background here there is movement, so someone coming towards you, but it needs to come from, if it's going to happen, it needs to come from them and not you. And your job at the moment, the message is to be still and to hold the situation. You know, do some chakra work if that's something that you've experimented with before, yoga, exercise, whatever it is that you can do to stay calm and to stop you reaching out in a way and kind of trying to force the situation forward. Whatever that you can do, like I say, chakra work, meditation, yoga, to keep that inner peace, that stillness. I'm just going to pull one more card just for any more final messages for you with regards to this situation. The Nine of Inspiration. The Nine of Wands here, traditionally, but it's inspiration in this deck. And I think that this really is about focusing again on yourself, on your energy to get stronger. I feel a lot of passion here, a lot of fire energy. And it's about holding on to that spirit, and knowing that you are capable of this card often speaks of that there's more challenges and battles ahead, and this is a positive card saying that you are capable of taking these challenges head on, and that there's more to come. That is a message that will be coming through. So I feel like that if you felt like this was over, this isn't the message that I'm getting from the cards. It's saying that there is more to come. There are more ups and downs and more information that's going to be coming forward with this, and you need to be in a position of strength to be up for that challenge and position yourself in the best place. So by doing this stillness, by what you've done here or will be doing if you haven't already, focusing on what you can control. This is all getting you into a positive, maneuvering you into a positive place, into a strong position. So when this person comes back or interacts with you some way, if you're not in contact now, or wants to be involved with you again, or if they're already in your life, but these maybe some games of the past come back into play, that you're in a strong position. So focus, that's where your energy needs to be right now, to prepare yourself for what's to come. Okay, so thank you for being here. I hope that your reading resonated.